If I
Hey,
can.
it's live, but let me
It's live.
over.
Okay. We're live. Are we alive or live?
We're not live yet. We are live, but it hasn't made it to Facebook yet. Hang on.
But we are alive.
Let's see here.
Dr. Medina, I found your spiral.
You did.
I did.
I have a copy of it here.
Yeah. So we can.
Somewhere I've got it.
All right. I'm going to put this background music. Beautiful. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
Or the next one. Let's move to the next one.
All right. Got a few people coming in.
Okay.
What is that?
You have to wait.
What is that loud, obnoxious noise?
Listen to that.
I don't know what's going on with my screen.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Or it's loud?
It's fine.
Okay. It's never loud with me.
Fine.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm sharing here.
Oh. Go ahead. So, what kind of music is that?
This invocation. Let's evoke all the higher expressions of us. Let's evoke all the bigger and much more aligned and much more lighter expressions of ourselves. I want to start with little invocation that will bring all our parts, all our facets that they've been in the shadow, to bring them out in the light. And all parts of us that we have suppressed, oppressed, deny, all of us, all the multi-dimensional part of us. So I want to start with this. Bring them all. Okay. I will put a link of this song.
All right.
Just to acknowledge the artist, Miranda Round. Just beautiful. Beautiful voice.
Miranda Rom. Miranda Rom. How do you spell that? Miranda Rom.
Bum, pa, pa, rum.
It sounds Middle Eastern. No. It sounds Eastern European. Turkish. Turkish?
I think she's Spanish, but I have no idea. Miranda.
No, that's Indian.
Rondeo.
Miranda Rondella.
Miranda Rondeo. Could you think you are Tzveta to talk with my accent?
Miranda Rondo. French.
This is another good one.
Okay.
But we can start.
So what's happening?
Oh boy.
What is the theme of your show today? T.O. Guadalupe's in the house, and I sent her a message, and she hasn't answered me back. I'm a little upset about that.
All right. The show is few things.
What's
I
happening?
want to share some intel, powerful intel, very clear, very direct, profoundly powerful. On 11, that it came like a powerful download. It wake me up, and it wake me up as click, 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 shoop, 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 with these two sounds. And in second, I saw a whole system, and I have a little drawing here. I just drew it in my. It's like a 3D space station. I'm gonna
Hold it up.
explain.
Yeah.
Like this 3D, but there are layers behind this. So each layer, and there was a spiral activating each layer. It's like a 3D spaceship in many different layers. So I'm gonna draw a better picture, but the whole concept, it was like presented probably for matter of second, and then I wrote a lot. But what it means, it's fascinating. It was the first on the 11. It's the 1-1, and it's like first shook, like shook, and it, as it, the spider went like a lightning through all these particles of the spaceship. It's activated, and then the ship start to click, click, click. So, and then, and after that, it's like it's so much information, but I'm just gonna put it in 3 stages. So the 11-11 was the mental activation and mental recalibration. Let's meet.
You're setting me up. You're setting me up here.
Mental recalibration.
Recalibration. So that recalibration. Say it properly, or don't say it all. You got 2 R's to roll in there. Recalibration. So that was on 11-11. Is that when that happened?
11-11 in the morning, like 2 o'clock. Boom.
That spaceship, that 3D,
It's
really that multi-dimensional spaceship looks like the inside of a starship, inside of a starship, inside of a star system, or even like a galactic Merkabah.
Actually, it's within us. It's like it's so much information. So with this, with the spiral move, and this spiral move activated the, illuminated each particle like this, and they start to click, and it become like a very precise, like a tune, like a and then a pause. And then it started in 2. Tomorrow is the 2nd. Tomorrow, and the 3 dates were given: 11, 29, and then it's 21st of December.
Wait a minute. So you received this image, and then it was click, 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 right?
And everything, it was downloaded at once.
Yeah. So one was the 11th, one was the tomorrow, the 29th, and one's the 21st of December, which I believe is the solstice, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's much more. There's a lot of things are happening simultaneously, but that's in the 11 I received that the first click, it's the mental click, it's a recalibration. Tomorrow is the emotional click. And it's going to be on 2, because tomorrow it's extremely powerful. It's 222, 29/11/2008 in there, 222. So it's going to be 3 2s.
Okay, so tomorrow is the 11th was the first. What type of recalibration was it?
The mental one.
Mental, and then this one is the emotional.
Emotional, and it's a lot of and I want to recalibrate with like touch base with a lot of people experiencing massive emotional meltdown. It's emotional right now. It was around 11 was mental. Now it's emotional. It's like, and I'm scanning from me. I've been absolute hot mess, like absolute hot mess. It's
What
like
do you mean?
yes, like hot mess, hot beautiful mess on all level.
Yeah. So
And
emotionally, it goes click, click tomorrow. And what is the 21st of December? What clicks on that one?
21st, it's a very physical. So the first between 11 and 29, we have this period of time. The mental one, it gets faster. Between 29 and 29 tomorrow and 21st is a little bit longer. And then from 21, it's gonna take, it was showing me April 4th. It was showing me it's a full physical integration because the physical is the most dense, and all that is being downloaded to us, we need 4 months to integrate on a physical level. So a lot of physicality. That's what was presented to me. I'm just putting it out. This is what makes sense for me in terms of my own personal journey. And I don't know how like people would tune in and how they resonate, but we had a chat with Amanda, and she say, yes, this resonates with me with the dates and with the clicks and
Click, click.
it,
So
it,
April the 4th is like the completion of the physical, the
yes,
physical
this
click.
is where the full physical, for me, it's the where the full physical integration, because the body it's very dense, and it needs to catch up. It's like that sign in the Da Vinci spiral, like free your mind and your ass will follow.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
ass to follow, it,
I guess that depends on how big your ass is. So, wow. Okay. So 11/11
twin,
was the mental, and 11/29 is emotional, and 12/21 is the body, and April 4th is the
the full. It's like,
full integration.
and it's the numbers one, and if we think it's one, it's the magician, the mind, and it's two, it's the high priest, it's the water. Three it's the empress, and she's very physical, and four is the emperor. And for me it's like the emperor, we are entering our physical kingdom, we are embodying, it's like a total full integration of we owning our own self, we owning what we've been through, we're recognizing, and we're fully embodying that. It's like the four, the stability, it is going to be incredible sense of stability. It's
Yeah.
and saying this, this is on a very big picture, as that we're gonna start to recognize these things. But a lot of people already have done this process already many times. This process been over and over. And for a lot of people, this time is gonna be easier. It doesn't need to be hard.
When you say they've already done it, do you mean in this incarnation or previous?
We have done this. We a lot of people that have worked, even I suspect that people that haven't even had an idea of all this spirituality, of all this what is coming, they're gonna be okay, they're on board. A lot, I suspect that a lot of people are already, we all been through this process as practicing, so it's going to be more easier. People that understand the process, it's going to be more easier to go through this process. They're going to be people that they don't understand what's going on, and it's going to be panicking. But the more you know, like the bigger picture, the from a high perspective we look, we see with the bird eyes, and we understand what are the backgrounds, what is going on. So that's my little kind of a intel for the collective.
Very cool. Very cool. So mentally aligning, that phase that I guess ends today.
It's kind of it's kind of they overlap, and a lot of people I work with a lot of people, and I started like last month, and it's actually beginning of this month, and I posted something very funny. I'm so close, Buddha, with this. I'm so close to losing my shit. And I lost it. I lost it myself. And a lot of people might feel, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. And I say, yes, this is the best things to happen. We need to lose the mind because he has not served the mind that we think it's not serving us. So don't panic if you're losing your mind. It's reintegrating, and it's beautiful to lose your mind right now. It's just like we don't need the mind anymore the way we've been using it. So that's why I call it recalibration.
Recalibration.
Lose your mind. Let's lose our mind together. Yeah.
So, and like you said, they overlap, right? So the one's already started. It's just the date, But the one that interests me is 12/21 because that's a big day.
21 is big day on many levels. On
21/12, 12/21.
Yes, and actually, I was given that on the 11th that I need to go. I'm gonna celebrate Christian birthday in Miami, and the next day it's like a big opening. It's
What day? What day are you going to celebrate it?
December 20th.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And the next day is the 21st. For me personally, that's personal. Like it's like the 21st. It's opening. It's like it's an opening.
You know, Milana's birthday is the 20th.
Really?
And
oh wow!
Her grandson's the 19th.
Beautiful.
Yeah, her grandson's the 19th.
Yeah.
Where were we? So, yeah, because the 21/12, 12/21. That's I remember last year, pre-December, probably around October, November. Amanda Lawrence came out with a video and some posts talking about the numbers 21, 21, 22, 22, but that the 21s and the 22s would be showing up a lot and to pay attention. I remember that.
Yes.
So that applies. I would say obviously the solstice is huge.
Yes, and I'm gonna put here the collective Da Vinci spiral. The birthday of the collective Da Vinci spiral is the 21st of December. This is what it's like. We are entering the six. We are becoming 6 years old as humanity, as consciousness. We're still babies. We're still learning.
You're going back because you started that in 2012.
No, I calculated.
No, I'm just saying that
Yes,
it begins in 2012.
2012 is the birthday of the collective spiral, where we did a collective reset, and the new energies are starting to flood this planet and the whole. It's not even a planet; it's the whole realm. I want to call it realm because another thing is coming out for me. There's not only the planet. There's the physical realm that is not yet visible to us. A lot of people might see it as a like what I explained is the dimensions, but it's like not planet. They're even artificial, like spaceships. They're all around, and it's kind of a realm, a whole realm. It's gonna be reveal as we peel this perception of our eyes, and it's going to be revealed. And all this intel, it's for me, it's like I'm getting more, it's come from the spiral working with this, or a spiral, it's working to me. I'm just like, okay, I'm in your service. So the spiral, it's what it's revealing me, the collective, because the sixth here, the sixth step, the sixth year, it's opening. It's opening and peeling. It's very mental. It's matter of perception where we're gonna, as we start to peel this perception, we're gonna see the realm, the real realm that we are in, because a lot it's not visible to us.
Yeah.
The light that comes, it's actually the light that everybody sees. And I did a video on this because this is very current. So many people coming with these magnificent lights, and that's my reason. I might not resonate with a lot of people, but our phones, our cameras, they're only extension of our consciousness, nothing else. And as our cameras become more sensitive, they can catch more light. Like you go and take the same things with the old camera, but this is just confirmation. This is our phone, our technology. It's an extension of us, and it's kind of like at one moment we are gonna be these things. We're gonna realize that we are capable of doing the telepathic and all this.
Well, it would make sense. I mean, everything's made of the same God, goddess substance, and if you look at, look at different people's pictures. Some people have the ability, like Roski Carr and Robin Redford. They always, every time they take a picture, whether their face is in the picture or not, they capture all that. Whatever you want to call that other physicality that's coming in. So that would only make sense that would happen. Not to mention, there's been enough written about technology itself being made to operate, tuned into the brain.
Yeah. Kelly, the girl you met here, Kelly, with the videos.
Yeah, I know.
And she's like, yes, and she's constantly, she's like, she say, I cannot, even the kids, it's like these lights. And for certain people, as you say, they are more intense. They're showing more these lights. But this is kind of the realm, the other side of the veil. It's starting to pierce this one. It's like pierce that fabric of this reality. And I see as well cracks. And I want to share something. Okay, I'm like,
what do you mean you see cracks?
I want to it's a very personal experience, yet it's starting to make much more sense now. 6 years ago, my brother, he transitioned, and me and Christian, and this in Bulgaria at that time, they did burial in the ground. So me and Christian, we were watching how the coffin was going in the ground. Very powerful moment. And Christian was hugging me from the back. And as the coffin was going down, I saw cracks in everything and light. And I turn and I see, Christian, do you see this? And he said, yes, I'm seeing it. It's like the whole things, it's like these movies that they've been under a dome and suddenly something starts to pierce. Forwarding. After Christian transition, the second day, I walk in the spiral garden. These cracks, they burst for me personally. And it's like kind of this, they still veil, of course, but it's much more clear now. And if you see cracks, it's kind of, the message is watch for the cracks. I don't know whatever you make out of it.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So I'm gonna show you your Da Vinci. This is an old one. This is kind of old from a year. This is much more newer now, like it's much more powerful. But I want to show something that I've been wanting to talk about this for quite a while. The 108 archetypal energies that have been revealed. The spiral, it's revealing, it's archetypal, and I've been giving Da Vinci code for each person. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Each person will know. And today, actually, I did Michael Van Patten, and we have the same energetics. We hold the same energy with him. So what is fascinating that taught about your chart, and I did it last year, October, and it's absolute the same as the collective spiral chart. So you hold the energetic blueprint of this number, of this frequency. And it's I gave you, let me give you the Da Vinci code for you, and it's the same for the collective spiral. And it's, of course, I'm not even surprised. I don't even say, wow. Of course, you are in line with the collective new energies.
And what's that number? Is there an actual?
Okay, I'm gonna give you the number. It's 2. No, sorry. The number is 21 2 9 out of 108. So this is your number. This is the same Da Vinci code. And I've been holding to these codes for a while, and I start to release them because they're important for the people. And each one that it's been activated, they work with their code. And there's some connection with this spaceship that I saw. It's like click, click, click. So each person on this planet holds a frequency. This is according to the spiral for people that are drawn to this work. Only people, because there are many other systems that are, but for me, each and every ancient system I put on top of the spiral, it clicks perfectly. It just click, click, click. Everything, it just click, click, click. It's like synchronizations.
Yeah.
So what it means like that for you being with the same frequency or the same code as the collective, there's some tuning between you and the collective that you, as you started your path, which year you started your journey? I'm very curious.
What year?
Yeah.
1961. Oh, you mean what year? What year?
Your awakened journey, or what? Like, okay, 2012.
No, it was May 30th, 2011.
2011. It's like the preparation before that. But
yeah, and then in 2012 is in, let's see, in the first part of 2012 is when it really ramped up at that point. In January. That's when I was given the name Soulogy.
Yeah.
Was in the first part of 2012.
And okay, where's my collective one? Yeah. Because there's so many 2014 was a very powerful year from the collective point, and this is the same. Your energetic background, everything the way it's configured. As I say, there's 108 configuration. These are between the 4 elements, and there are 4 elements, 4 backgrounds, 4 channels of activation, and each year it shifts. So this is actually the spaceship. This is the spaceship. And it's like click, click, click. It moves. And it's encoded, is not visible, it's energetic, and it's within us. And it's as we align our own life, and this is what I don't like the word help. I activate people, align them with this system. So let's look 2014, because this is start the big activation of the fire element in 2014.
Yeah.
And let's see if some people want to say something, because I'm like blah blah blah.
Yeah, 2014. That was
2014. What was for you? Let's talk about you. 2014.
That was a lot of solitude. That's when I first got on to the net in earnest. Was 2014. That's when I got my own place in 2014 after 3 years.
Was your because this is the fire activating you. This is the fire channel that, as it started, activated your passion, your what you came here to do, activated you on that fire, that spark. This is what you do, inspire people. And it's kind of your ass is on fire, and you cannot do anything else but this. It's kind of, it's a push from this wave. And for each one, like even if you haven't done your own Da Vinci spiral, it's like, look where you, this is like tuning to the collective where you were in, no, sorry, this is, I'm just looking many other, I'm looking as well. 2014, I'm going to take you back in time. It's very profound. First, aligns with 1996.
1996. 1996 was a big year of transition, and so was 2014.
Yeah, because the transition here, and I'm giving you this, the transition is between water to fire, and when we make this transition, we shift to a different background. And this is what I'm actually, this is the spiral gives us information. It's not a reading. It gives us energetic information. It's like a reading the weather. It's like energetic weather. So now, where we're now, I think I've talked about this, but I just want to point it again. The current energy. If we want to know what is happening now, we're going back to 1982. And this is becoming that what we're dealing now as collective, there's some residue left. It's kind of something that and I will not be surprised if people experience regression or memories or some painful experience. They're releasing some painful experience around 1982. So it's a okay. So something to give to people that are watching this. And
I know one thing. I know one thing with me. It's weird that you bring this up now.
Nothing.
Because over the last 4 or 5 days, 1982 was a very strange year for me. I was in college. There was a lot of weird shit going on. I ended up getting kicked out, going to jail, and all this other stuff happened. But there was, now that I look back, I started having a lot of seizures at that time. But now that I look back after these last 4 or 5 days, I've been having these lucid dreams of the energies and the people that were present in that time.
Uh-huh.
and and there's a bunch of other stuff behind that too that I could tell you that in the last 7 years I've realized about this time period, 1982. But what I got to tell you is that very much a time that I can look back now, especially after the last few days, when there was a lot of dark magic
Hmm.
being used. There was, I want to tell you, this time travel, timeline manipulation, uh, dark ritual. None of this I have conscious recall of it, but I know that
And
what I'm saying is
actually you
true.
feel it.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're telling me this right now, and I can go back to some other things that I recalled about that time period.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, it was a very, very important time. But almost like, oh, I would say it like this. Okay, like that year, there were different timelines that played out. They would stop them and start them over, stop them and start them over, stop them and start them over. There was also some things that went down that are coming back up,
Hmm.
which I think were related to whatever kind of, whatever was going on.
Cleaning
But
that.
my own personal memories and recall of some stuff that they talk about swiping the mind clean,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
clearing your memories and that type of thing. Yeah. So that year, if I had to point to one year, that was the year when some really weird stuff happened.
So this is very powerful for you personally, and this is collectively as well, but for you it's very personal
Mhm.
because this year, and it's how the spiral work. I draw a line and I connect the dots. We connect the dots. The next dot I'm gonna ask you, the year of 2000 has something. We're looking for similarity, for a background similarity, because we're coming to the same things and we're clearing the same. So whatever in 2082, a year of 2000,
Well,
and it was
2000,
magnified.
2000,
Yes,
2000, yeah, 2000.
exactly 2000, and we are just before your birthday, and it's a very powerful time. Just like 2 weeks, a month
Mm,
before your birthday, it's for you to, yeah,
mm. Yeah,
2000.
there was 2000 was some abundance. 99, let's see, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 99. Yeah, 2000 was a lot of changes. There was a lot of abundance, radical changes,
Mm.
and I would say radical spiritual development as well.
So with this, we can go back in time and forward on time. It's like it's a Stargate. It's a spaceship Stargate that you can travel back, and it's just one piece of paper. And that's what is the. I'm just like more and more fascinating what I see. And like I work every day now, it's every day in front of me, and I work with a lot of people. But it's like, oh my God, it's like you sit here and you can go, what happened 200, 200 years ago, even on this. And I did generate the spiral for the United States. This is another fascinating topic. But with this, you can go forward time, backward time, and in the now. And it's the whole point is to come into the center to illuminate your own personal experience. This is the gate to the collective, to the center. And I say this in the activation that your own personal life, actually, it's the book. It's the most important book for you to read. It's the book that has the most personal and intimate information for you because on the basis of your own experience, you can go and extract the most relative um, truth, knowledge, wisdom for you. There's no other book better for you, then your own personal life becomes, through this spiral, becomes a gate to take you to the next level. And it's getting easier and easier if we know what is gonna, it's like the energetic. If we know storm is happening, if you prepare, storm will not, of course. It's like a stormy season. It's like here, people in the winter, oh my God, storm is coming. Of course it's winter. We're all prepared. So it's the same. So this is what is fascinating. It's like the collective, and your. So a lot of people.
That's too weird, man.
Of course,
That's
feel like that. I'm not surprised, not at all.
And it starts with your birthday, right?
It starts with your birthday, and it's a lot of logic, calculation, numerology, astrology, a lot of things considered. As well, it's intuitive work. It's a lot. It's kind of the moment I start to activate it. Yeah, it looks the same, but I see different things. Even the same people with the same, like me and Michael, we have the same configuration. Yet there's like a logical part and there's an intuitive part. And I really would love to start to teach this to other people how to do it.
Yeah.
I just need somebody from the crowd. I need a VA, virtual assistant, and I'm ready to exchange with teachings. If any of you, yeah.
Soulogy was started on Morgan's birthday.
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, I guess if you can do the chart of a country or a world, everything is an energy.
Yeah.
But I think that's interesting.
So we can do and.
Well, it must be virtually the same thing, other than the year. The year would have been 2012.
Do you know why? Because Morgan holds one of the last vibration. Morgan, if I'm not mistaken, she holds the last vibration, the 9. And and you remember I started to do 108, and there's a Soulogy here in the spiral, DaVinci spiral. There's Soulogy in the center. But if Morgan birthday it's Soulogy, I will generate for Soulogy the spiral, but I know the number, it's 9. And the spiral operates on the number 9 because it's completion.
Yeah.
Okay.
9's huge. Very huge.
It is. Yes.
So are you going to start teaching people how to?
I need help in terms of practicality. English is not my first. I need to dictate and somebody to drill the information for me. It's like I've been like pushing myself. So I decide I'm going to do what I'm good at, and I'm going to start to like exchange energy for if somebody
TANZA,
and then we're going to TANZA and the dance meditation. Yeah.
Are you still working on the card deck?
I am. Actually, we were talking with Michael, and I need somebody with the images, and they're ready. The card deck, the information is ready. So these are the 36 Da Vinci Spiral Tarot cards, which each card let's see this one. Let's see. This is the fire in water, the mystery.
Let's see it.
No, they're just like information written. The combination fire and water when we are in the fire element, and it's a water, and it's the 7. This is the 7, the chariot. This is the fire chariot, and what is happening, and trusting your experience. trusting, and it's a deeper changes in going deeper into the fire. It's kind of within the fire, in the center. When we go deeper into the fire, meaning to find within the inner blue flame. In the center of the fire, there's a blue flame that is very cold. And if this is like, they call it the flame of awareness when we reach this stage. And this is for the fiery signs like you. And I'm fiery too. You can't see it now.
What?
No, not. So for the fiery signs, when the fire energy come and you reach the balance, to reach the water within the fire, to reach that blue flame in the middle of the fire. So
Yeah.
this card talks about this.
Steam.
Steam, vapor. Michael, he said vapor and steam. Yeah, but that's what this is the biggest things that we are reintegrating between the fire and the water. This is the polarity, the duality, the conflict, the whole things that we are, the fire and the water, the masculine and the feminine. The water goes down, the fire goes up, and it's a constant, like a dance. It's a dance.
It's a dance. It's a rumba.
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 Okay. Ay.
So on 11/11, we had a physical recalibration.
Yep.
And on 11/29 tomorrow, it's an emotional recalibration. And then 12/21 is the beginning of the bodies, the full body recalibration.
The full integration of the body.
Through April the 4th.
Yes. That's my intel. This how was presented through this like spaceship, and it's actually the spaceship. It looks like the spiral. Like I don't even need to draw it. It's like down. Yeah. Actually, I just saw it now. And it's so much. And it's so much is gonna unfold the front of our eyes for each one individually. So it's amazing what you're doing with. How is the Soulogy going? I see you starting lots of videos.
We're putting more and more material out every day, and we're still working on the first channel on the website. That seems pretty close.
Great.
That is close, but the app is going to take a little bit longer. I think. I don't know yet. Being careful what I think. I'm being careful what thoughts I carry, because we know, just as the cameras can take on our consciousness and allow us to see some things we couldn't see with our eyes, the same thing, the same reality or magic holds true. We got to be careful what we think about, what thoughts we carry.
Yeah.
What parameters we lay out there, like lawless laws and rules and regulations and borders.
Yeah.
They don't exist in my world.
Yep. And another things like if somebody's in doubt, because and I talk with other people about this, with Amanda we talk about this, it's kind of, you want to make plans, and I've been trying to make plans, and I was gonna go here and there and there and there, and it's like every day things changing. Now I'm gonna go to Miami on the 5th, but I don't want to see more than this. I'm like, I cannot even see, because even with Michael today, we talk about that. It's like, I cannot even see what is going to happen tomorrow. It's so fast. And for me, being sane is just being in the moment, staying in the moment.
That's all you can do.
Yes.
That's all you can do. Yuki was talking about that on an earlier show today.
Yeah.
You can't, that's it. It's not even a choice anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you just know what to do, where to go, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, and you're the master of this. Come on, you're our master. You have mastered that, being in the moment to moment. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I haven't mastered it, but
you're showing the way in your own way. You're showing the way that it's possible to be like this. It's possible. It's not, and yeah.
You got some smart water.
I have to keep up here with Lori, the smart Lori, so I have to catch up with my smart water.
So you're leaving on the 4th. So you're leaving.
I'm leaving actually on the 6th. Oh, another thing. So I've got 2 weddings. Somebody.
You're leaving on Thursday. You're leaving a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm having another wedding in the Spiral Garden.
Oh, really?
And yes, and another one I'm having out of the Spiral Garden but they want it. It's cold, but they want it there. And I just put out, because for me, before the 2 people come together, it's the marriage, the union, the ultimate love affair. I put out as a service that I offer on my page, individual ceremony. It's like our ceremony with you and you, to take yourself as a bride, as a groom, or for all the people. I'm just putting it out there. I'm offering this now that
a divine union internally.
I call it the ultimate love affair with yourself, and then you enter another union, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. First to take yourself, and then you take. It doesn't matter what stage we are. Even if we're married, we can retake this personal vow to yourself. It's a personal ceremony, because you only can promise until that separates us. You only can promise this to yourself. Yeah. So
that's very true. Yeah, that's very true. And I never went. I don't know if I ever did that formally. I never did it. I'm sure I did it. I mean, I know I did it.
We can do it anytime. Yeah.
But I think it's I think that for some people that would, especially if you're going to enter a relationship, that would be a good idea. Is to incorporate that.
Yeah, to commit to yourself, to commit to take yourself first, and then it's like as you respecting your own individuality, as you enter in this divine union, you respect. As you respect your individuality, you respect the other person's individuality. So it's a next stage. It's a next step of our evolution, of how our relationship, they're going to be out of love, not out of love, pure love, not out of neediness. Yeah, that's what I'm putting out.
Right on.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Another. That was a good one. That was very informative. So, are you going to do a reading on camera with someone, or discuss with those like you did with Amanda? I guess you did that with Amanda. You discussed her spiral.
I can do this. Yes, I can do this. Linda, she wants to do it. Actually, Linda, she's coming. I'm coming back on the 22nd here. Linda, she's coming from London. She's gonna visit Teresa, and then she's gonna probably stay for the New Year with me and Lori. So we might do a show with her.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, and do her spiral. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very good.
Yeah,
that'd be very good. Yeah, that would be. Hers would be crazy. Linda Starseed Scott. I'm sorry, Linda Scott. She's no longer Starseed Scott. She's Linda Scott.
Yeah,
with blue hair.
We went in London for a night with her. We went with night out with Amanda, Linda, and Denise, and my cousin. We had the craziest night. Like, we had a blast. And the same day, they were having some big football event in London, and on top of it, a gay parade. London was like insane. We have pictures.
You should post all those pictures.
I have to post these pictures.
I've seen some of them. You should post it.
With the stuff, with the trash after
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah. You should
Yeah.
you should put those up.
We
All
will
right.
do something. All right.
I'm
So
gonna head out to the
yes.
island.
Thank
I
you.
haven't been. I've been here like 4 weeks. I've only been out really out about 4 times, and
Oh,
it's right there, right next to it, right next to
have
me.
fun.
Hmm?
Have fun, and I will see you. Are we gonna have next week some show, or let's
Yeah.
let's see how we are, and we catch up.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'll see you later.
Ciao, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
All right. Thank you, everybody.